Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Pulling World. How are you this evening? How are you, Kendra?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm awesome. What a big weekend of pulling, man!
A
And we
great big weekend of pulling. Yep.
we we got lots and lots. And see, I told you I wasn't ready. I see some things I didn't upload yet. That's okay. While you're talking, I'll take care of that. But we got lots of results to go over. My first time at Kempton ever. Interesting bridge, interesting turns
I
and
did
10
not
to get to the
realize that
place.
was your first time ever being there.
My first time at Kempton. I had a good time. Had a ball. So, I'll before we get into. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you how you liked the fireworks show on Friday night.
I was very impressed.
Me
I tell
too.
you, that was like continuous. There was like no downtime. Only time it was a downtime was teasers at the very end,
Yeah.
and man, they come back and punch you harder and harder. And I told him, I said, that's probably one of the best small town fair fireworks I have ever seen in my life. They were,
Yep.
I can't use the terms. They were bad, but they were really cool. Good job on that on them for that. That was really awesome. But I just want to make mention. We got some bad news this past week. Um, Fortunately, he's young, and I know he's going to fight it tooth and nail. Adam Drought. Um, I think him. He's like a son I never had, so to speak. But he was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, which is bone cancer, and I've talked to Adam. He's supposed to call me this week, and I'm sure, hopefully, he's watching tonight. But he asked me to get it out on all the social media outlets that I'm involved with, and I will get. I apologize, I don't have a link. His brother started a thing, a fundraiser. I believe he's doing a bike ride or something,
hmm
and
Like a 45-mile bike ride. Like
yeah,
it's
it's
pretty
it's a big one.
serious. Yeah.
It's a big one. But Adam is making sure he's doing everything he can to get the word out to raise money for this sickness. I mean, it's just cancer sucks, okay? But
Yep.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start sharing the links around all of my social media stuff, which we kind of sort of already have. Joan Keene. I won't call it Mackie. Her maiden name's Mackie. Is Joan Keene. She
Yeah.
actually, I shared the link from her page, and but we just, it's a nasty thing. Adam's 40 years old. He's young. It's a hard fight. I know it's a hard fight. He knows it's a hard fight, but he said, "Man, I'm going to beat this," and
That's
I
the only
commend him for that.
attitude to have when
Uh,
you get a diagnosis like that.
he's about as positive as anyone can be. So we thoughts are going to be without him for quite some time here. He made it through his first chemo treatments, and he said it was a breeze, but I know, eventually it's going to be rough. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't get easier at this point.
no, it doesn't. But
Not at the beginning of the chemo treatments, at least.
we're gonna we're gonna ask everybody to keep Adam and Missy in your thoughts and prayers, and wish them the best. And every once in a while, I'm gonna I'm gonna make sure I give him my 2 cents worth and pick on him and keep him, make sure his spirits are up here and not
Yep.
down where they don't need to be in this time of need. So everybody, send him a message, give him some get wells, and yeah, hashtag mad about cancer. I just was sitting there the day that I found out about it, and the morning, and I said, I got to think of hashtag his mad pulling pics
Yeah.
is his tractor pulling photo business, and MAD, which is Missy Adam Drought. I assume that's what it stands for. But I said, what, mad about cancer, and I sent it to him. He goes, man, that's it. Go with it. Go with it. So I started sharing it around. But anyway, Adam, we're thinking about you, buddy. I hope you're watching, and I know you do. And I mean every word to say, man. I appreciate everything you've ever done for me with the photo tips. I still got your lens. I've offered to buy it from you. If you ever want to sell it, let me know. But anyway, we're gonna keep him in our minds, and others who are fighting this ugly disease. So all of you are in our thoughts and prayers, fighting this stupid thing. So
hmm
anyway, I guess I'll get kicking off here. We had 2 nights at Kempton, Lucas Oil Pro Pulling League, East Coast Pro Pulling. Spent the weekend with John and Gloria Smith, and we got through it. We had to fight the rain Saturday, but they hung in there, and we ended up having a really nice show Saturday night. So really good track. I'm just going to get with it because we do have three videos we'd like to play tonight. At least two of them, hopefully three. And that's going to be I'm going to do the July 11th, 2020 Woodstock Mod Turbo class this year, June 12th, 2021. This year, the Buck Super Stock Pro Stock class, really good class tractors.
Mm-hmm.
And also this past Friday, we're going to do what we call the pickle class, or the Kempton Friday night Kempton show for the 7,800 pound East Coast Diesel Pro Stock Diesel 4-wheel drive trucks. So hopefully we'll get all three of them in. If I shut up and get to what I'm supposed to be doing here.
So if we can get through the results, we'll get to the videos.
We'll get through them. Not a problem. We actually covered, well, it'd be 4 events in 2 days. Eastern Extreme did. So got a lot of video coming. And yeah, we only got one event this upcoming weekend, which we'll go over, Pocomoke City, Maryland. You know, it's not that, I know I'm going to get into it now and I shouldn't, but it's John and Gloria's event. I'm telling you what, since day one, they have busted their butts to make that event, you know, a very good, very fan-friendly event with multiple different things they've tried with beer tent and yada, yada, yada. But they took an event that was literally almost nothing and really have, you know, done decent with it, you know. So sometimes they break even, sometimes, you know, they do okay. But put it on your list. Ocean City is like an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes from Pocomoke City, somewhere in that area. Take a long weekend and come down Saturday night to that pool. You won't regret it. It's a good time. Good. I think there's five classes. We'll go over that here shortly, but keep that in mind. Think about that. That's a good pool to attend, and they would surely appreciate your attendance. Anyway, Friday night, I'm gonna do it in the order I have them on the sheet here.
Okay.
The East Coast Diesel Pro Stock Diesel 4-wheel drive class. Norman Newswanger took the win with some little green Ford called Chapter 11 at 303.73. Good job, Norman. Second, with a stellar run, Carl Ankiewicz with the Living on the Edge Dodge Cummins, and that's an East Coast Diesel truck. And that's the 299.02. Third, John Manns, the Crazy X Ford with a Cummins power plant at 295.60. Fourth was Tom Hassler, who lit the night up for us.
Yeah.
Had a little
fire. A little warm.
Very, very impressed. He had a very good, he actually had a good weekend all around, but he was fourth at 295.22. He's right behind John Manns. That's saying something. He's done his homework. Fifth, James Barter. Couple problems. He's got a couple issues, but he was fifth at 267.51, and Chuck Dutter come in and hooked with the bigger trucks and ended up 266.57. So nice 6 truck class. I'd like to see more, but I know some are still waiting on parts and et cetera, et cetera. So, but 2-wheel drive trucks, Irv Clark with the Taz Toy Hemi powered Chevrolet at 333.87, taking the win. Second was Steve Wilson, who has the Running Bear back out and going with a new power plant. He was second, 331.33. Third, Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money at 328.77. Fourth was Buck Tipton with the Wild and Blue Sea Cab Ford at 320.12. Fifth was Darren Wilson with the Dirty Money Chevrolet, 314.40. And sixth, Trent Best with the Best Bet turbocharged Hemi at 231.6. Limited Pro Stock Semi. Tom Zimmerman driving for Dave Greek with the Pressure Tom Peterbilt took the win at 311.78. Second was Jerry Martin's Inconvenience Freightliner at 305 even. Third, Hank Oster with the International called the Scrapper at 291.15. And fourth was Frank Fleming with the Old Mule International at 195.50. And Tom Zimmerman is 3 for 3 behind the wheel of that truck. So he's like,
that's awesome.
Batting 1,000. I wasn't aggravating him. I was cheering him on before the pool. I was like, hey, you know, you're 2 for 2. And he was like, I guess he wanted me
Way to jinx me, man.
But you know what? It paid off. He
Yep.
had the hook twice. So his first run, which was probably almost enough to win the class, the cable and tie broke, so he was allowed to rehook, and he won the class anyway. So, but yeah, light pro tractors are next. Jeff Michelacci with the Demented Case IH took the win at 3:08.68. Kevin Utt with Rolling Thunder was second at 2:99.81. Third, Jamie Hall with Meredith's Agitator was 2:87.40. And fourth was Fred Hoke with the Screaming Eagle at 19.32. They had some issues getting it lit at the line. So that was night number one. Then we went to the rain-soaked second night of action, and turned out to be a very nice evening. And modified tractors, Lynn Brookhart back in the winner's circle with the Radial Reactor, which is a 18-cylinder Curtiss-Wright R3350 at 327.36. Second was Jason McKenzie with Never Satisfied, the twin Hemi machine at 318.85. Third, Dave Deku with the Double Vision twin Allison at 298.85. And Jeremy Hansen with some issues at 193.91. So it was good to see Jeremy back out again. Hopefully he'll continue to come out and support us here at East Coast. And four-wheel drive class, man, I got to tell you, they were last class. I remember reading it early in the lineup here, but wow, what a class. And I'm not kidding you. Taking a win was Dan Savage with the Bad S Chevrolet at 330.99. Second was Wayne Tapscott Sr. with the High Anxiety Chevy, 330.31. Third was Wayne Tapscott II with Tasmanian Terror 2 Chevy at 329.48. Fourth, Jacob Kramer with this new Supernatural Chevy at 322.88. Pretty truck. You get a chance to see it. Fifth was Will Hitchcock with the Homewrecker, a Ford at 318.75. Sixth was Billy Kramer, the Contender Chevy at 317.54. Seventh was Eric Meixel with the Rage Chevy at 314.12. Eighth was Linda Ziegler with the Iron Butterfly Chevy at 313.01. Ninth was Greg Hitchcock with the Grounds for Divorce Ford at 312.46. 10th, Troy Nails with the Killing Time Chevy, 308.79. 11th was John Dugan's Damage Plan Ford at 307.35. And 12th was Leroy Cubbage with the Silver Bullet Ford at 302.84. So I'm telling you, that was a nice class of hot dogs there, man. I'm telling you what, man, these guys, they put on a good show. 466 Hot Farm, boy, we got a story to tell here. We had 3 tractors show up. I don't know what's going on there, but
wonder if the rain scared them.
It's a points hook.
True.
But anyway, I can't say.
I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I'm going to read a name that you have never heard before in first place. And with the run that he had, I can't say, I don't know. I'm going to tell you what, he had probably the run of his career. Paul Richardson with the Venomous Alice Chalmers took the win at 322.77. Second,
that's awesome.
Paul Richardson with the Buzzard Bait Oliver at 318.29. Third was Nick Morrison with the Toxic IH at 293.47. And then they had 2 exhibition tractors hooked. They're more of an enhanced farm, I guess, or Dale Dengler with the Black Stallion International at 269.76, and his son Ryan Dengler with the White Stallion International at 255.22. So, but I'm telling you, Paul would have been right there knocking on 1 or 2 with the full class of tractors, no doubt in my mind. He had a
that's awesome,
magnificent run. Yep. You bet.
That's awesome. Congratulations to him.
Absolutely. Light Pro Tractors. Jeff Michelacci swept the weekend with Demented, taking the win again at 306.54. Second, Kevin Utt with Rolling Thunder, Rolling Sunshine. We're going to pick on it, Rolling Sunshine. Rolling Thunder. 301.42. Third was Jamie Hall with Meredith's Agitator at 280.27. And fourth, Jeff Kohik did the driving on Screaming Eagle at 206.51. So,
well, good. Yeah. Looks like they got their problem worked out there then.
Great time. Yeah. Great time at Kempton, and I know we'll be back there later this year. And all pullers were there in a timely manner. So I'm not going to announce it anymore.
What are people going to hear us say anymore? I guess we'll just have to start announcing for the September pull at Kempton.
Not yet. So I'll go ahead next. Also Saturday night we had Buck Motorsports Park was the Truck Wars night that we had advertised for them at our on our last show, and it's hard to read some of this stuff here. So they did open the show with the first class of limited pro stock semis. They ran two classes of the semis Saturday night. So taking the win was Dave Greek with the pressure time Peterbilt at 3:42:03. So
Good weekend for that truck.
they're not done yet. And then here's the strange thing: second place was Hank Oster with the scrapper. Not so much that Hank was second; it's 196.83. Okay, third was Frank Fleming's old mule at 177.54. And fourth was Robert Ortlip with the Inconvenience Freightliner at 135.08. Just silly stuff. I mean, nothing. It happened. It just
You've
happened.
got me going.
It happened.
Like
Robert
that little emoji guy.
Nobody can pick on anybody. Robert had trouble getting Inconvenience lit. Hank's been having some fuel issues, and it was just one of the classes. Now we'll see much better distances in the second class. So, in fact, I'll just go ahead and read off heat. I call it Heat 2 or Class 2 of the semis. Dave Greek took the win again with pressure time at 3:37.70. Second was Jerry Martin with the Inconvenience Freightliner at 3:30.15. Third was Hank Oster at 3:12.99 with the scrapper. And fourth was Frank Fleming with the old mule at 2:04.26. So the distances were much better. Second.
Yeah, that's much more common, I guess you would say.
Yeah. Also on hand were the modified two-wheel drive trucks. Boy, I did to myself, didn't I? Crystal Wilson with her dirty money took the win at 3:46.11. Second was Steve Wilson with the Running Bear at 3:40.03. Third was Irv Clark with Taz Toy at 3:36.15. Fourth was Darren Wilson with Dirty Money at 3:16.15. Fifth was Trent Best with the Best Bet T-Bucket twin turbo Hemi horsepower 83.31, and Buck Tipton was scored a DQ. I haven't edited the video yet or looked at the video, but he had a distance of 299.21 with a DQ, so I'm assuming he run out of bounds. So I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say for sure.
That's a bummer.
Absolutely. Let's see. East Coast Diesel, Pro Stock Diesel, four-wheel drive trucks. What a weekend for the pickle, huh? Norman Newswanger took the win with Chapter 11, 3:47.18. Second, Andrew Grove is back out with the Bad Timing Dodge at 3:46.14. Third was John Mans with the Crazy X Ford at 3:35.43. Fourth, Carl Butler, first time out this year, with the Ranch Hand Dodge at 3:29.17. Fifth, Tommy Hassler with the Twisted Addiction Ford at 3:22.68. And sixth was Carl Ankowicz with the Living on the Edge Dodge, 3:22.18.
I could pick on old Andy there, but I won't. I'll contain myself. He would appreciate that way too much.
Good to see him back out. So then they had a street legal semi class pulling. They also had drag racing. I again haven't gotten that far in to see who won the drag racing, but whoever did, congratulations. I apologize. I've been really busy. Even busier. I need more light. Taking a win was Justin Getz at 3:59.55. Again, this is street semi pulling. Second was James Huber at 3:42.72. Am I right there? No, I apologize. Second was Patrick By, 3:49.92. Third was James Huber with 3:42.72. It's really hard to read, guys. Looks like fourth was John Savoy at 3:16.70. No, that's not right either. It's really, look, this is what I'm reading.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I believe that was okay. Yeah, that's not right. No, no, that is this fourth. I tell you what. Why don't you go ahead and read us a couple classes while I try to take care of this?
All right.
I can-
So I have quite a few distances from.
Wait, I got it. I can do this. I think I can do this. I got a magnifying glass. Hey, when all else fails.
Yeah.
So anyway, where'd I leave off? I apologize. No, never mind. Go ahead.
So I'll tell you what, I'll just go over the modified class from Jefferson County. It was, I believe, the only interstate class pulling there that night. I was not there, so I was relying on other people that were there. So we'll just go over the modified results. Taking first place was Ricky Blizzard with the Barely Affordable at 341.22. Second place went to Kevin Stauffer with the Rough and Ready at 338.55. Third place went to Amber Blizzard with the Unaffordable Ford at 337.44. Fourth place went to Nelson Egolf with the Tinker Toy at 334.77. Then fifth place was Ian Ericker with Unstable at 326.73. On number sixth place was Jason Michael with the Untamed at 315.6. And finally, rounding out the class was Andy Forrester with the Boss 9 at 309.71. Talking to those guys, it kind of seemed like same with Kempton. They experienced a lot of rain before the pool was starting. I know the Interstate Facebook page was going nuts with everybody saying, it's raining, and I'm like, the pool's still happening.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not sure what the crowd was like there, but I do know they said the track was a little tricky for them. But looks like everybody made out pretty well. Everybody was over 300 feet, so that's always a good night. Are you ready, or you want me to go to the next?
I'm ready.
Okay.
And it's almost 8:30 already. So
It is.
yeah. Taking the win, the street legal semi trucks at the Buck. Truck Wars. Justin Getz with his international at 359.55. Second was Patrick Pye with his Pete at 349.92. Third was James Huber with his Peterbilt at 342.72. Fourth, Tony Denton at 326.44. Fifth was John Savoy with the Diamond Rio, 316.73. Sixth was, stop laughing at me. Yeah, it looks like six was Jimmy, I want to say Jimmy Hall at 264.08. It's really hard to read. Rob Sims was seventh at 259.72. I know I got that name right. Eighth was Ryan Rodham at 173.84. There you go. And again, I don't know who won the drag racing. So good evening, Clark, and everybody else. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share. Hit that thumbs up for us. It goes a long way. We appreciate it. Helps us grow here on YouTube. Next.
All right. So the next events that I will cover are actually from Dragon Motorsports. And just because I'm not there and have no commentary, we'll just go over the top three, and so we can get to those cool videos later. So we will start with, is it Amelia, Virginia, or do they say it differently? Okay. So Amelia, Virginia, this was, again, Saturday night. The 6,200 small block trucks. Looks like two trucks made full pulls of more than 330 feet, and they split the winnings. So tied for first was David Hall and Delton Stallings. And then third place was Chris Avery. Second class was the 5,000 economy modified. Taking the win was Kevin English with 324.60. Second was Rocky Meadows at 296.78. And third place was Tommy Coffey at 293.33. And then the last, I believe, yes, points class was the 6,200 Outlaw four-wheel drive. Taking the win was Thomas Alphin at 302.78. Second place was William Campbell at 294.81. Third place was Pat Jones at 291.92. Another Dragon Motorsports pool this weekend was Orange, Virginia. I know how to say that name. That's a pretty easy one. Looks like they had 4 points classes there that night. The first class we'll go over is the 6400 Pro Stock four-wheel drives. Again, they had a full pull mark of 330 feet. And it looks like they had six trucks able to come back in the pull-off. First place went to Bill Good with a pull-off distance of 325.87. Second went to Matthew Fant at 324.01. Third place was Kathy Jewell with a pull-off distance of 314.7. Getting all ahead of myself there. Fourth place was Brad Roy at 312.03. Fifth place was Gray Perry at 311.22. And unfortunately, Tommy Henley was in the pull-off but broke and was unable to come back. But he still took sixth place home. The next class was the 12,000 Altered Farm. First place went to Tommy Eppert at 329.25. And right behind him in second place was Mark Lawson at 329.19. So only 6/100ths of a foot behind.
Wow.
And then only a 1/10 of a foot behind him was Bill Balderson at 329.09. So that's three tractors in less than 2 inches of each other?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
That is crazy close pulling. That's a class I kind of wish I'd have been able to watch. The next class that we'll go to is the 6200 National Sportsman. First place went to a truck that I bet everybody on the East Coast knows was Aaron Smothers at 315.3. Good for him. Second place went to Bob Simmons at 314.6. And third place went to Mike Shiflett at 313.89. And then rounding out the night was the 10,000 Super Pro Farm. First place went to Billy Rice at 305.44. Second place went to Bob Martin at 304.78. And third place went to E.L. Harlow at 304.73.
By the way, Bob Martin, you called, left a message, and I called you back and left a message. So, I don't know if it's something
So you're playing phone tag.
Yeah, this has been a couple of weeks ago, but I did call you back, so I assume you got my message. So, anyway.
All right, so now we will talk about Deep Creek Lake, or McHenry, Maryland. It was an absolutely beautiful night up there. They were spared from a lot of the rain that came through. I actually sent a picture to a lot of the people who were at Kempton and the Buck who were fighting off rain. And I was like, blue skies, pretty clouds, great night.
You didn't send it to me.
You need the Snapchat.
No, I don't have that.
We'll be Snapchat friends.
I don't have
But anyway, gorgeous food. Everything benefited the local fire company. Crazy big crowd. It was just a wonderful night for Mark Miller and his family. They did a superb job for promoting their first interstate pull. But anyway, we'll get right into the results. The first class that they ran was a street diesel. They had over 15 trucks there, which is awesome. We'll just go over the top 5 for the sake of time. Dale Ridenauer took the win at 295.26. Second place went to Justin Crane at 285.6. Third place was Demetrius Bischoff at 282.84. Fourth place was Travis Jones at 276.98. And fifth place was Zach Lepley at 248.39. And now we'll get into the interstate classes. The first class that ran was the 7,700 Light Limiteds, and taking the win was Matt Smokey Smith at 308.88.
Never heard of him.
Yep.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. Me neither. He's just like this weird guy that just shows up everywhere. Just kidding, Smoke. Second place went to Ben Flaherty Jr. on the Smokin' Red at 291.31.
And that's not Tony Stewart. We do have a Smoke in soccer point.
Third place went to Marty Smith at 287.14. Fourth place went to Bradley Seal at 284.29. Fifth place went to Shane Scott at 280.4. And with the hired gun in the seat, Justin Martin, who used to run a light limited 4 or 5 years ago,
Yeah, it's been a while.
was running Jason Michaels Unleashed, because of course he was at Jefferson County with the mod at 276.26.
Cool.
And then we'll go into the 6200 two-wheel drive class, and you want to talk about changing drivers around.
Yeah.
First place was Kirsty Robinson in Dale Forrester's The Bandit at 304.37. Second place went to Mark Culbertson driving Andy Forrester's Turning Back the Clock at 300.61. Third place went to Dale Forrester driving Ian Eriker's Village Idiots truck at 300.39. I love the name of that truck.
That name is awesome.
And then fourth place was Cole Forrester, who was driving Jason Forrester's 8-Up at 294.37. And fifth place was Cheryl Foley driving the Blessed truck at 279.62.
Good deal.
So basically, the only person that was the owner driving the truck was Cheryl. So good for her.
Yeah.
Then we went into the 10,000 Pro Farm class. Adam House taking the win on Blue Force at 303.68. Second place was Dwayne Sowers on the Blue Trifecta at 301.14. Third place went to Scott Yeager on the Limestone Binder of Ivan Hissong at 300.33. Fourth place went to Adam House on the Virginian at 297.88. Fifth place went to Donnie Gokenauer on Double Trouble at 294.55. Sixth place went to Ryan Miller on the Amish Ingenuity at 286.98. And seventh place went to Bobby Shipe on Old Blue at 285.76. And finally was the 8500 Mod Turbo class. Taking the win was Steve Beckley at 305.91 with his Up in Smoke John Deere, sorry. Second place was Adam House on the Blue unit. In Adam's words, the black cloud finally left that tractor. He's definitely been struggling with it, but all the kinks seem to be worked out at 305.69. Third place went to Vern Zerby on Double OZ at 300.89. Fourth place was Vern Zerby on Dr. LZ at 300.46. Fifth place, again, Cole Forrester, who, shout out, is back in from, actually, he's back out now, the Air Force Academy out in Salt Lake City, Utah, and who has a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, buddy. Driving Papa Smurf on 298.98. Sixth place went to Dakota Grove on the Antrim Tantrum at 292.98. Seventh place went to Mark Miller on the Mighty Mouse at 290.34. Eighth place went to Vern Zerby on Z Unit at 289.13. Ninth place went to Guy Gokenauer on the Stress Test at 287.44. 10th place went to Logan Smith with Moody Blue at 286.15. 11th place went to Jason Malott on the Z Mistress at 278.94. And then Adam House on Black and Blue just was able to bump the sled on the Black and Blue tractor. So they didn't write down his distance, but I know he went a couple feet because I was standing at the starting line.
Okay. Wow.
That's it. That's all she wrote, folks.
Take a break.
Back to you, bud.
Okay. We got Beast of the East, Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Saturday night. They had quite a few vehicles. No disrespect to them or anybody, time wise here. I'm going to give you the top 5, or in some cases the whole class.
Okay.
So, 2.6 smoothbore diesel. 13 trucks were on hand, and Brendan Fink with his Dodge took the win at 335.94. Second was Scott Kenneman with the Devil's Hooker Dodge at 325.72. Third, Carson Stauffer with his Ford at 324.86. Fourth was Justin Horst with his GMC at 312.96. And rounding out the top 5 of a class of, 13, Luke Sauter with his GMC at 309.48. I'm not going to read them in order that they pulled class-wise. Street Semi, Casey Livingood took the win with his Diamond T at 3:16.98. Second was Brian Etzweiler with his Freightliner, 2:87.28. And third was Jake Stewart with his Peterbilt, 2:02.50. Here we go. A lot of vehicles. Okay, 3.0 Limited Pro Stock Diesel four-wheel drive trucks. Jay Hill with his Widowmaker Dodge took the win at 3:14.40. Second was Dominic Gambino with the Brothers Diesel Dodge at 3:14.32. Welcome on board. They are a new video sponsor, by the way.
Nice.
We'll be putting that S-Class video out tomorrow. Third is Charlie Reckert with his Dodge at 3:05.02. Fourth, Leroy Walker with the Dreams Happen Dodge at 3:04.24. And fifth, Kervin Zimmerman with the Midnight Train Dodge at 3:01.66. Again, 12 trucks in that class. So, okay, we're getting there. Street Diesel, big class, 21 trucks.
Wow.
Top 5 are Mike Ritz, no surprise there with his black Dodge, taking the win at 3:05.40. Second was Nick Wenger with his Chevy at 300.62. Third was Jake Stewart with his Chevy at 299.46. Fourth was the Dodge of Stephen Ralt at 297.14. And fifth was Sam King, who has a few wins this year.
Nice.
With his white Chevy at 295.42. Again, there's, I wish we could cover them all, but we'll be till after 9 o'clock.
Just on results, yeah.
But those classes were ran on the pit side track, and now we're going to the tower side. Street gas trucks taking the win. W.D. Ferguson. Hey, Bob, look at that, man, with that Chevrolet at 282.65. Second, Trenton McLean with his Ford at 277.24. Third was Corey Brown at 268.21 with his Chevy. Fourth, Alan Hack with his Ford at 265.25. Fifth was Bob Markey with his GMC at 265.06. There's only 8. I'll just do the whole thing. Sixth was Scott Rizal with his Dodge at 264.59. Seventh was Colby O'Rourke with his Chevy at 246.87. And eighth was Doug Moyer with his Ford at 67.81. Something must have broke, because usually we get a little better distance out of Mr. Moyer than that. So, Snyder County Hot Stock Tractors, top 5. There was 10 total. On a roll he is. Jeremy DeLuca, man, with the
good for him.
With the Sunset Smoker case, 351.25 taking the win.
Wow.
Second was Matt Sudal with the 4755 Express at 346.36. Third was Brad Kramer with the Fence Road Deer at 338.37. Fourth, Ray Belak with the Raging Red International, 333.01. And rounding out the top 5, Jeff Brenniger, Red Law, I knew I'd think of it, International at 329.06. John Foreman, I'm just going to do it. John Foreman was 6th with It's Always Something John Deere, 327.74. Seventh was Scott Druskowski with the Ford 9000 at 326.52. Eighth was Matt Hauk with the Old Red, 315.24. Ninth was Dennis Boop. And something in the drive lane broke on his run with the Black Stripe Addiction at 253.12. And Michael Menegas with the Just Glued Together John Deere. Nice name.
I like that.
83.09. I have 2 distances right down there, but I believe 83.09 was his second attempt. So he rounded out the class in 10th. So there's 10 tractors there in that class. Then we get to Super Street Gas 4-wheel drive. Mike Mitchell with his Bad to the Bone Ford took the win, 301.08. Second, Robert Markey Jr. bounces back from some breakage there. Last time we seen him, I believe it was Simmons Grove. I think that's what it was. Anyway, he was second, 289.18. Third was Jeremiah Fake with his Chevrolet at 284.81. Fourth was Kim Freed with Frogtown favorite Dodge at 278.98. Yes, I like saying that. And fifth was Dalton Grumbine with their yellow Chevy at 275.17. And actually, that truck's name is called Recreational Tillage. Yes, they are farmers. So,
Some cool names in that class.
absolutely. And actually, Darren Grumbine, the father of the boys that run the truck, uh, as him and his father have for many, many years promoted pools there at Lebanon. So,
That's awesome.
okay, 9,500 farm stock, taking the win. Joel Fonstock. There's an old super stock tractor
Yep.
puller name. With the John Deere at 267.37. Second, Mike Ulrich with the International at 267.23. That's pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Third, Ricky Bayshore Jr. with the Farmall 806 at 265.11. Fourth, Kyle Bayshore, Farmall 806, 265.02. And fifth was Powell's Valley Farms with the International 766 at 264.17. And rounding out the night on the grandstand side of the track was the 13,000 farm stock. There were four tractors, so you'll get the whole deal. First was Brad Kiefer with a John Deere at 301.08. Second was Weiler Farms, no stranger to pulling around that area,
No.
at 288.34. Third was Pat Leahy with his International 1486 at 285.09, and Austin Baumett with his International at 250.11. And just like that, 45 minutes, we got all the results done.
Hey, we said it was a big weekend of pulling.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And I will say here real quick, East Coast Pullers will be at Pocomoke Fairgrounds, the Great Pocomoke Fairgrounds, the Great Pocomoke Fairgrounds, however you want to say it. And they will be hosting, at 6:30 p.m. start time, the 9,500-pound super stock, 10,000-pound pro stock combo class, the 466 hot farm tractors, modified two-wheel drive trucks, East Coast Diesel pro stock diesel four-wheel drive trucks, and for the first time ever at Pocomoke, the limited pro stock semi trucks.
Nice.
We'll be at Pocomoke City. Take the family. There's plenty to do down around that area. Ocean City, like I say, is just a little over an hour away. Make a long weekend of it. Chincoteague, Virginia isn't that far away from there, so plenty to do. Get out and see the ocean, and come to a great truck and tractor pool. And so far at this time, the weather looks good for Saturday. So.
And really quick, if you're not going to be down in Southern Maryland, Pennsylvania option is the Snyder County Tractor Pullers. We'll be at the Union County West End Fairgrounds for their summer shootout. Just real quick, looks like start time is at 6 p.m. Admission is $10. 12 and under are free. They are running 7 classes. The 12,000 Enhanced Farm, the 10.5 Hot Stock, the 8,000 2.6 Smoothbore, 10,000 Open Tractors, 8,000 Limited Pro 3.0 Diesels, the 8,500 Light Pro / 9,500 Super Farm combo class, and then the 8,000 Run What You Brung trucks only class. Again, that's this Saturday at 6 o'clock at the Union County West End Fairgrounds in Laurelton, Pennsylvania. So only 2 options this weekend.
Only 2 options because Interstate is taking a break for how long?
Interstate is off until July the 10th, which sounds like it's far away, but
it'll be here before you know
it's not. Yeah.
It'll be here before
and then it is full-blown fair season, working like crazy. So
you bet. And the buck. We have the buck. This Saturday night.
So I lied. There's 3 options this weekend.
Absolutely. If you like mud bog and tough trucks, the Buck Motorsports Park is where you want to be. And it's hot fun in the summer sun at the Mud Bog Series event. Modified, Super Street, and Street legal classes, plus the Top Dog Showdown. The Tough Truck Challenge is 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and ladies classes. And the famous Buck Dash for Cash. If you have never seen that, people basically, they take money and put it out in the mud pit, and us crazy human beings will make a mad dash to get all the money we can out of the mud.
I bet the banks love that the next day.
It's called the Buck Dash for Cash. Anyway,
That's awesome.
7 p.m. this Saturday night at the Buck. And as Oz always used to say, see you at the Buck. And you can buy your tickets now online or purchase them the day of the event at the gate. So buy them in advance. You don't have to stand at the gate. You can go right in.
Yep.
So, okay. Well, with that said, there we are. I guess that's all we have. So I got about, what I tell you, 20 some minutes. So
I think you told
we're
me
gonna
24
be-
minutes.
yeah,
So
we're not going to be quite till 8:15. If I keep yapping, I guess we will be after 9. So again,
I'll say they're talking about the mega trucks at the Buck.
yes, Mike, we got Mike in touch with Temple Brizendine of Dragon Motorsports, and 3 of the mega, I call them, they're monster 4-wheel drive, mega 4-wheel drive trucks, I call them, came and put on a pretty cool show. They
That's
were a
awesome.
big hit. They were a big hit. So I think you'll probably see them again at the Buck.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Good deal. Something new and in this area for them.
And
to
that's what the
try.
fans want to see.
Absolutely. Kids love, yeah, they wowed the crowd. If you've never
Yep.
seen them, and I'll have the video out soon. Joan Keane, got it right this time, was there filming the event for me. And pretty cool deal. I did watch all 6 runs of those trucks. They ran twice as well. And it's a pretty cool deal. You know, the drivers, make sure they get the wave to the fans out the window. And, at the end of the runs, they make sure they just stop the truck, stood it in the air.
Yeah.
And people just love it. So that's a good deal. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop yapping. We're going to get to this, these videos going on here. And we'll be in the background. And if you got any questions, just holler. Like, subscribe, share, hit that thumbs up for us. Helps us grow. And, I just posted a new, little video clip there. I think it's about 11 minutes long, 12 minutes long or something. If you're watching it or you haven't watched it, make sure you watch that all the way to the end. Okay. Because the last 4 clips or so are us wonderful track personnel who became, not myself, fortunately, knock on wood, I haven't fell yet out on the track. I'm close. But there's some pretty funny clips. None of them got hurt. Just their pride a little bit. Check it out towards the end of that. But anyway, here we go. Let's watch some truck and tractor pulling. If it's too loud or too soft, just let me know and I'll adjust the volume for you. Of course, we know Kendra's loud, so we got to turn her down a little bit. Tell your friends it's video time. I know they don't like to hear a bunch of talking. We got 3 good videos. This one here is, once again, from the David Street Memorial in July of 2020 at Woodstock, Virginia. This is the 8,500-pound mile turbo class.
That's all right. I get together to see you all. Good work.
That would be Toby Markley. That's Toby Markley talking to me.
That's clearly when the black cloud was still over Blue Unit.
You ain't gonna watch Guy pull?
Oh, Toby.
Shut down and there's a good bit of money in it.
No, he's getting ready to go.
Now he calls it the track test. Mr. Guy Decadar from Woodstock.
I was so glad he had a good run that night.
Yep.
All right, here we go, folks.
Seen this one before.
I've seen it once or twice.
Engine the lot from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Driving the G district. Mr. Tommy Williams. Out of Adam Green. IPJ got the green flag here, folks. From Mount Crawford, Mr. Pete.
Good deal, GRE. Time to go pulling. Boy, what a roll he was on last year.
Yep. He sure has that thing figured out.
I believe in the Fairfax County area is where the name comes from, and they like them big red tractors. Sometimes they both can't come to the pool, so one of them will take both of them. Tommy was elected to bring them both down here this evening. He did have a little bad luck last fall with the Harrisonburg we saw in the pool, and had a little bit of motor problem. I believe it was with this tractor. Looks like they got him back going good, and we'll see what they got going on. Tommy Waiter.
Ooh, ooh, oy.
He's been getting a little wild there.
I mean, I've never seen him do that before.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Adam from Shenandoah.
And I did not misspell the name of that tractor before anybody says anything.
Yep. Yep, that's how it's supposed to be spelled.
I've
We'll
been,
see it
I've been
here on
told
the
about
side
that.
shield.
Yeah. I've been reprimanded on that before. I said, nope, I'm right.
We super stock, pro stock pulling next.
We are, I believe so. Yeah, Super Stock Pro Stock from June 12th, Buck Motorsports Park. Dave McClellan's in here from Canada.
I wish Canada would open back up.
Yes,
I miss pulling up there this year and last year.
that's a long way from home.
I think it took us like 18 hours to get up there.
Puller will go through about the same thing. Hook up, break the chain tight.
Or
Slowly
16,
bring up
I
the
think.
RPM. Thing may not run right then, but boy, they hope that it really gets singing. Once that engine gets wound up really high, we'll have a lot of black smoke come out of that exhaust pipe. And watch the rear wheel speed. These wheel speed of these tractors can go in excess of 80 miles an hour. Look at the front, you can see that single turbocharger in there. That's what's going to do the whistling sound. Well, like I said, this is not uncommon for somebody that has a new machine. And even though this is not new, it's basically new.
Ooh,
Where's the whole Becker
two
family
orange
at?
ones
Usually
at one
they bring the
pull.
whole family down.
Yeah, that's what I was just
There
thinking.
they are. Oh, yeah, it's good to have
And
you
back
all
to
here.
back at
Welcome.
that.
Yeah.
Security's already down there, but the bottom of the stands waiting on them. All right. Now, Scott Becker, and we have let's see, an opportunity for him now to be the test puller. The officials, of course, didn't get a good look yet, so he's the official test puller. Light the fire.
Yeah, this one's going to light the fire, though.
21.
Literally.
It's running right. You'll see some black smoke here in a few seconds.
The world famous Bill Burr. Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't think that's back.
I'll be with him this weekend. He's picking me up Saturday morning.
Good deal. I liked Corey's little dance as he was walking off the track. Did you see that?
I wasn't paying attention.
He was kind of like wiggling his fingers back and forth. Not quite enough.
All right, it's okay. It's still running. Probably didn't want to bring it out like he hoped to. But that's crawling up there now. I'm going to talk to him high in the air. Typically, if you run up the track, hold it up there about 8-12 inches. That's ideal. All right, another attempt.
There we go.
Now he's got it.
He got it right that time. I think he was tempted to hit the left brake. I don't know if he did, but this sure actually he did. You know, in the front end of this. go. All right, ladies. She's gonna give it all she has. Help her out.
This is a big time run right here.
Mm-hmm.
Funny to see a little flame come out of the stack once he starts out. He turns the fuel to it. All right, I got a question for you. Where's all the Paramore fans now? I think, how many of you think she beat all the guys so far? All right, sister out there at 3:30. Green light, green flag. Wait, hey, did he go farther than his sister? No. 3:30 down there pretty far. Yeah, that was a nutcase.
Yep.
I think that's the winner chicken dinner.
That's quiet on the chat. My goodness.
Yeah, so I was just kind of thinking. They're just so mesmerized by the video.
Okay. I was just thinking about something. We got to talk Norman. I see he didn't put his my stickers on, but anyway, we got to get
You
that
gave him
black.
like a day.
I know.
So remember, he had driven from Indiana to Kempton.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he left for Indiana to pick up the truck Thursday night and drove straight to Kempton after that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he spent the majority of his day Saturday sleeping.
We need to get a couple decals of the Vlasic bird on the side of that truck somewhere. The Vlasic Bill Pickle bird.
Yeah.
From the commercials. And we're going to finish tonight, as we're talking about the pickle,
Yeah.
with the East Coast Diesel Pro Stock Diesel four-wheel drive trucks from this past Friday night at Kempton, Pennsylvania. Not too bad. We should be wrapped up here in quarter after 16 after. Not too bad.
Yeah, I think he said something like it was like a 22-hour round trip or something crazy.
Well, that's what it takes.
Yeah, to go to a pool 2 hours from home.
yours truly filming, so. If you see
So
anything
be
messed
critical.
up- oh, please do. Please do. You recognize that starting line flagman? Two words: speeder control.
Yeah.
Chris Mack.
I was like,
Chris
look,
Mack.
I was like, wait, he does look familiar. Then when you
Mack.
say that put it all back into place. Tell you what, he had a really good run there.
You can have that job, Randy. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's the Fickle Pickle.
It is. And there's me in the background.
That guy's still in your camera time now.
He is. How rude of him.
Yeah.
How dare he block me. Ready for the show.
Good run though out of this truck.
Oh, great run. With some excitement.
Don't mind the fireworks in the background.
Yeah. I wondered how he sat in that truck for that long with all that fire extinguisher. Yeah.
That's not a good night for Mr. Barber.
No, I think he's definitely got some issues, but I'm sure he'll get them worked out.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I spelled that properly too. Very well be the most improved run of the year so far. Poor Chuck. And he didn't quite get 100 foot at Sealands Grove, and comes out here and lays down a decent run for three. That's 3.0 trucks.
Say with the heavier sled setting, I'm sure.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. That's it.
We're not too much past 9.
Naps 9:15. We did good. I figured 3 classes would be enough. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll get people on. I like to dedicate a whole hour when we have we do. There we are. When we do get people in here, I like for the show to be directed towards them, not
Definitely.
video or anything like that. So we are.
Oh, well, in Clark's case, we have 45 more minutes.
Park's out there in Flatlandville, so. So yeah, he's on Central Time. So okay, well that's really, and I will mention we will be at Shippensburg, the first Friday and Saturday of July, East Coast.
Say July
Pro
4th
Pulling.
weekend. Yep.
July 4th weekend we'll be there. We'll announce more about that next week, but by all means, try to get to Pocomoke City this Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Great lineup of classes. Yeah, not far from the beach. Bring the family and make a long weekend of it. So,
Or be like us crazy pullers and drive 4.5 hours one direction just to go pulling.
hey, I've driven a lot further than that.
Yeah.
A lot further. So
9 hours in the truck for what? 12 seconds on the track? Seems legit.
well, yeah. It's a little bit longer for me on the track. But,
Yeah, true.
so. Anyway, we appreciate everybody. Don't mind me. I'm gathering stuff up before the fan blows it everywhere. Appreciate everybody coming in tonight. And we're here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. And
Clark said a 4-letter word there in the chat. Said the
Oh.
R word.
Shame on you.
Clark, if that
Yeah,
happens this weekend, I'm coming for you.
Well, I remember I drove to Fort Recovery, Ohio for the that time of the year. I believe the Enderley pull-off. I believe it was the Enderley. And both days, man, just wash. Was not a happy camper. It was a long drive back to Maryland. I could tell you that. I won't get into it. I haven't been back since. But anyway, I haven't been back there since. But anyway, thanks for tuning in tonight. Kendra, you got anything you want to, again, Interstate's got a couple weeks off, I guess. So.
Yeah, Interstate, we've got a break. Got a second to breathe here. And then I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 pools in a week. So, nothing like having 3 weeks off and then 5 pools back to back.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have plenty to cover next week.
Yep, definitely.
It's starting to get hot and heavy. It has been really, but we definitely. I hope we didn't miss anybody. And again, folks, if you have a pool that you went, Toma, Wisconsin. Toma, Wisconsin.
How do we miss that?
This weekend.
Mike Walker. Come on, man. Oh, did he?
I'm glad I thought of it because he sent me the message for you to talk about. So I'm going to do it because I got to deal with him Saturday, and I don't want to hear it all the way to Pocomoke City and back.
I apologize, Mike.
So I'm trying to find it here. Dead time. Sorry.
If I could whistle, I'd whistle the Jeopardy theme song right now.
Anyway, I can't get it to open. Okay, Toma, Wisconsin, NTPA. It's a Grand National event, and I know Jimmy Moritz and Mike Umps. They arrived, I think, this morning at 6 a.m. or something, or yesterday. I think it was this morning. They're out there with Mike Umps' truck, and also Rumble by the Refuge in Missouri is a Champions Tour, PPL Champions Tour. The Champion Seed Western Series, Mound City, Missouri. And this reads funny here to me. Sorry. I'm not quite sure of a start time, but Champions Tour, they have the lightweight super stock tractors, pro stock tractors, and the Altima Battery super modified two-wheel drive trucks. The Silver Series is the 9500 limited pro stock tractors, and the Champion Seed Western Series 95 limited pro stock tractors, limited pro stock diesel trucks, pro farm tractors, and the Nebraska bush pullers will have their light modified tractors as well. So adults are $20 per session or $35 for the weekend pass. Kids 10 and under, $10 per session. Gates open at 5 p.m. Pool time 6:30 p.m. Looks like both days, June 25th and 26th. Old Rodeo Grounds, Mound City, Missouri. So there you go.
Awesome.
Absolutely. So we covered two more for you. Okay,
Yep.
we're 9:20. I'm out of here. I got a big day tomorrow. So until then, every day we post videos. Click at subscribe and click at that ring the bell. They just say ring the bell. Smash that bell. Smash the like button. And you'll be notified every day. We have a new video pretty much every day.
Mhm.
And today we just put together the last oops from oops 7 and started into oops 8 as well, and just made like a 12-minute video. But watch it all the way to the end. Check out some of us goofballs on the track. You know, we have our moments too. So I shouldn't say goofballs because they're all professionals, and thankfully nobody twisted an ankle or busted up their knees or anything. But yeah, you know, accidents happen too. Sometimes the workers on the track are stars of the show. So check it out all the way to the end. I think it's 4 or 5 clips of you'll see. It's funny stuff. It's
Yep.
a nice chuckle, and everybody went on, had fun another day. So okay, until next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We'll see you then. And I don't think we missed.
I was gonna say I'll have to go check out Clark's post there that he's talking about. He's a slow reader, Clark.
Well, I've got other things to watch here to make sure
Yeah,
we're okay.
yeah.
And I didn't see it, so but I will go look at it. Absolutely. And hey, we'll see you next Wednesday, 8 p.m. with more results from this weekend, and more updates of upcoming pools. Plenty to do. So till
Yep,
then,
absolutely. See ya.
see you then.